Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock Central African time. This is BTV News. We are broadcasting live from the nation's capital, Gaborone. I'm Muribile Samoka. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. Elena Bereka Foundation of Spain hailed for reducing cataract surgery backlog. Government pledges to make a conducive environment for business to thrive. And the public service officers in Francistown gear up for independence celebrations. Ntebogang Sebetlela will join us later on a sport desk. Topo Tapota is interpreting in sign language. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Now in the first story, President Advocate Maboko has successfully concluded his mission in the United Nations in the United States and left for Botswana on Saturday. The president led a high-level delegation to the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, where he actively engaged with key global investors, philanthropists, and world leaders. On Thursday, President Boko delivered his maiden address to the General Assembly, calling for global peace, equality, and partnership for development. In addition to his address, the president held a series of strategic engagements with the prominent business leaders and development partners, where he advocated for investment opportunities and partnerships to rekindle the economy. President Boko will arrive in the country tomorrow. Now, government pledges to make the business environment conducive for companies to thrive so that the private sector can play a meaningful role within the communities and the country at large. Speaking during the third inception of the AMS Excellence Award ceremony in Gaborone in Khanzi, the Assistant Minister of Child Welfare and Basic Education, Justin Hunyepa, said this commitment will ensure that companies perform well enough to forge collaborations and partnerships with learning institutions to help government in its endeavor to improve the education sector. Angela Nosa with more.
Government continues to make calls for financial support as COFAs run low, cap in hand, pleading with the private sector to dig deep into their pockets and fund initiatives aimed at improving the education sector.
Government alone cannot fund education. She simply cannot afford it. We need more organizations to invest in the future of our children. We want to see modern laboratories with state-of-the-art equipment in line with STEAM education. We want ICT skills taught at a tender age. We want ICT scholarships for our teachers because they cannot be left behind in this digital era.
This awards ceremony, a tradition honed 3 years ago, stimulates a bit of healthy competition among schools within the Khanzi region.
We have witnessed significant transformation, not only on educational or academic performance on the schools or individuals, but we have also seen the spirit on health academic competition within the learners or amongst the learners. At the end of each and every year, have got different reports, or should I say detailed reports showing improvement across all years. These are ones that we are doing. As said, they are enhancing education within our region, which is in line with our Vision 2036 of having a well-educated nation.
The awards made me catch a glimpse of just how excellence opens doors we never knew existed. That only gave me hunger to achieve more, to excel more. A fire evoked within me.
We want to foster a culture of academic achievement. Through this, we want to build our student confidence. We want to encourage our students to strive for success.
The students were given a pep talk.
It's all about competition. Are you competitive enough? Is it marketable?
The Assistant Minister also called for a more robust parent-teacher association to help run schools with best governance practices. Angela Nosa, BTV News, Khanzi.
The Assistant Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, who is also a Member of Parliament for Mahalape East, Augustine Nyatanga, says they desire to attract foreign investors who are willing to help government push community developments and also provide community support. He shared this at an event organized by Jindal Botswana, where the company was donating 2,503 uniforms to students in villages of Pala Road, Dovedale, Mapasharala and Mokani. Solefelo Tombale reports.
As government focuses on attracting more foreign investment to boost the economy, it does so with the added priority of ensuring that the chosen investors are instilled with the mindset of giving back to the communities they establish themselves in. One such investor, Jindal Botswana, has been helping government by supporting schools and villages around Mahalape, most recently with a donation of school uniforms.
Last year, ma'am, just for your knowledge, we have donated more than 6,600 textbooks to each and every student in all the primary schools. This year, we are again moving ahead and making this effort to bring them joy in a single uniform in form of this donation.
We have primary schools in Dovedale, Pala Road, Mapashalala, and Mokani. In Mokani, they included a community junior secondary school in their donation of over 2,000 uniforms.
The uniform, the hit 2,500.
The importance of such a donation to children cannot be overemphasized.
Over the years, I have witnessed children whose eyes light up when they put on a new uniform for the very first time, the crisp fabric, the shine of new shoes, and the dignity of looking just like everyone else. For those children, a uniform is not just clothing, it is confidence, hope, and a sense of belonging.
Let
me share with parents, raising children is not just about feeding them or walking them to school. Teaching them to take care of their clothes is also valuable to them. It builds character. Other companies have been encouraged to follow the lead of Jindal Botswana and Dinesh Textiles that partnered on this 800,000 pula donation of uniforms. Solofalo Tombale, BTV News.
As the country gears up to celebrate its 59th independence, many are joyful preparing for the day. On Friday, public officers in Francistown donned Botswana colors to appreciate the upcoming independence celebrations, since it is a milestone that affords them the opportunity to look back and reflect on how far the country has come since gaining independence in 1966. Speaking at the celebrations, the Deputy District Commissioner, Patrick Tloteng, highlighted some of the country's significant strides that include, amongst others, the recent win by Botswana athletes on the global stage. He said although the country is going through economic challenges, this does not in any way define citizens of this nation, adding that Botswana should have hope that the economy will be resuscitated in the not-so-distant future.
The nation is celebrating 59 years of independence. That's why blue, black and white. This day affords us an opportunity to honor the achievements of our forefathers. Our forefathers who built the nation on a solid foundation of democracy, peace, and unity. Our country has made significant strides in education, in health, infrastructures, and governance, emerging as a beacon of stability in Africa and the world at large. The current financial and economic situation does not define who we are, because we are going to rise up very strong through the implementation of Botswana Economic and Transformation Program. that is going to propel us to prosperity as we attain the ideals of Vision 2036.
8 Botswana fashion designers are set to make their mark in Paris, France, after emerging victorious in the Creation Botswana pitching competition. The reception to bid the designers' farewell was hosted by the French Embassy in Gaborone this past week. The competition, facilitated by Creation Botswana and various stakeholders, including the French Embassy, offered local designers a chance to secure funding and international exposure. The selected designers will represent Botswana's fashion talent in Paris and Montpellier. During the Creation Botswana France Learning Expedition next week, the designers expressed excitement over the 2-week opportunity to showcase their unique designs and sharing Botswana's rich culture and heritage with the world.
Having experienced New York Fashion Week and recently coming back from Brazil, Paris is a whole new world and is actually the penetration that Gloto has into the European market. Not only are we just going to be visiting Paris, but also visiting the south of France during Paris Fashion Week. I am also going to be showcasing not 1, but 2 collections from Gloto. The first will be our new Summer-Spring 2026 collection, which is basically just a universe of all the Gloto textures over the past 10 years. And the second one will be a collaboration that I did with an Amazonian Delta, which highlights the Okavango Delta and the Amazon Delta, as these are 2 places that are protected by UNESCO. I think it's very important as a fashion designer to not only use it as a chance to network and sell products and test the market, but to also use it as a sense of fashion diplomacy.
My aim when I'm there is to I've already started reaching out to people online, whoever replies, and the aim is to really engage with the people in the fashion and costume designer space with the hope of also getting mentorship, but also getting allegiances that will help me bring things back home to uplift the creative industry here.
We have beautiful stories to tell. We have culture that I'm ready to now showcase through my work. Each and every collection is going to have a bit of something to share with Botswana in terms of storytelling. And going into Paris, I am really excited to bring that and to learn what's happening in Paris and how can I infuse it with my own brand. You know, Paris is the fashion capital. They have found a way to really tell story through fashion, to really captivate the world. So I am going to be learning as much as I can and hoping to bring it back and to incorporate it with my own design and also to share with the designers back home.
You're still watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now moving on, the Assistant Minister of Health, Lorenzo Okeridze, has expressed satisfaction with the Elena Barraquer Foundation of Spain for supporting Botswana government to restore vision of patients across the country and reduce backlog of cataract surgeries. He made these remarks on Friday at Scottish Livingston Hospital in Molepolole during a cataract surgeries campaign organized by the foundation, which ran from the 23rd of September to the 27th. Abigail Samson has more.
Mr. Okeridze revealed that the government is currently faced with a backlog of about 6,000 patients awaiting cataract surgery. He said partnerships such as these are crucial in easing the pressure as the foundation continues to bring in experienced health professionals to assist the Botswana's health system. He added that such collaborations demonstrate the importance of bilateral relations in healthcare development.
These are very good professionals. A lot of them are now old, very experienced. So we are very thankful to the foundation, Elena Barraquer, for the maybe they are interested our local nurses, and we do expect to a bit of the equipment because the state of the art equipment portable whatever you need to do wherever you may be.
For their part, the foundation indicated that they had initially set a target of 450 surgeries. However, due to some challenges, they managed to complete over 215.
So Monday we could not work because we have some supplies coming from South Africa and they got stuck in the border. And one of our doctors was very sick yesterday and he had to remain in bed for the entire day. So even at this time was not possible. We make sure that for the next time in October 2026, we'll probably do more than 450 surgeries and we are planning a large outreach in February 2027 with more than 1,000 surgeries in a week.
Also during the campaign, some patients under the program expressed their appreciation, indicating that it has given them a new lease of life. I am truly grateful for the way I have been treated in this hospital, and I truly appreciate the ministry's efforts. People's vision will now be restored.
Minister,
Mr. Ogedise further highlighted that the government is working on improving health services by training more specialists locally. He said the Saikitumila Masiri Teaching Hospital will soon be transformed into a training hub for specialists to strengthen country's capacity in advanced health care. Abigail Samson, BTV News, Molepolole.
The Boteti District Health Management Team leadership says the situation of drug shortage in health facilities in the Boteti District continues to improve since the declaration of the state of the public health emergency by President Advocate Maboko last month. They explained that since the declaration of the state of public health emergency, they have received medical consignments on 3 occasions. Sebastian Teboho reports.
Like in other parts of the country, Boteti District was severely affected by the shortage of medicines in health facilities. But the situation is said to be improving for the better as medical supplies continue to be delivered at various destinations to address the shortage.
Seemo sa rona sa melemo se ntse sa tokahala re ntse ra amogela melemo e mengwe e leng gore ne ntse seo tsatsi le letsatsi seemo se ya re romella go supa gore eng se gorogile so ha ba iralo re tsenya di-order tsa di-emergency re ntse re tsweletse le go ira di-main order gape tsa rona tse re di dirang gabedi ka kgwedi. Melemo ya rona mo kgaolong ya rona e gorogela mo mahelong a le 5 musu e na le warehouse ko melemo e tswang ko seemo se tlhamalela teng e be e tla mo sepatela sa Letlhakane e be e hetela ko Mopipi clinic e be ya Reikops patela e be ya ko Motopi ke mahelo a leng gore seemo se deliver ko gone.
Although the situation is yet to fully normalize, authorities indicate that essential medicines such as those for diabetes and others are available.
Re bone melemo ya rona ya hypertension e re ya mogetse mo e leng gore gompe ko ga rena e le mebedi hela mo melemo ye mentsintsi ya hypertension. Be re ya go ya sukiri ga rena mekento ya sukiri e le mebedi hela mme dipilisi tse dingwe tsa sukiri re na le tsone tse e leng gore bontsi ba balwetse ba rona ba di dirisa. Melemo ene re ntse re sena le yone ke ne ile ya bana e nowanya bana mme gompeko ga rena e le 4 hela out of 11 items tse e leng gore a di dirisa mo baneng mo go supang tokagalo.
Kana re tswa mo seemong se e leng gore ine re amogela dipalo tse di kotase ra bona gore dipalo tsa rona di simolla go oketsega tse di gorogang ditaditswa CMS re setse re kgona gore se ba up to 30% ya dio tse e leng gore ra bo re di kopile mo gore ha tsholohelo ya gone gore nyamme le ha re gongwe re se re goroge ko re ne re eletsa teng gore sengwe le sengwe se re se kopang se goroge mme hela dipalo tsa rona di simolla go oketsega di simolla gore ha tsholohetswa ya gore bokgoni jwa rona ja go thusa Batswana ntse bo a tokagala.
Batswana are encouraged to continue visiting health facilities to access healthcare services until the availability of medicines returns to a normality. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, Letlhakane.
Well, now in international news, Guinea's Supreme Court has confirmed a referendum result approving a new constitution. Opposition parties, however, have called for a boycott, claiming that General Mamadi Doumbouya manipulated the vote to maintain power. Their request to annul the result was rejected, paving the way for elections in December, where Doumbouya is expected to run despite previous promises to step down. The country's historically troubled by authoritarian rule and violence faces criticism from UN Rights Chief Volker Turk for restrictions on opposition and a rise in human rights abuses since the military coup in 2021. It is time for sport news in Tebogang Sebetlela on standby.
Thank you very much, Hulibile Samoka. Now, Botswana Tonight Sports News follows with me, Ntabuhan Sebetlela. Mochudi Center Chiefs head coach turned down post-match interview following a frustrating 2-2 draw with Matebele FC in the FNB Premiership Week 7 encounter played under the Friday lights in the GU Stadium in Gaborone. Sofazo Malepa with more.
Efforts to get post-match comments from Mochudi Center Chiefs coach Ponso Moloi proved futile as he declined as he was seen in heated arguments with match officials after the game. Opening half was lively, with both teams trading attacks in search of an early breakthrough. The dreadlock was broken in the 28th minute when Moloisane Motsele fired Matebele FC into the lead. Mochudi Center Chiefs kept pushing for an equalizer and got it in the 40th minute through Shanganani Ngada. Just 4 minutes later, Kizo Mpuisang struck the second goal with a powerful header from Mahosi, converting a Gilbert Baruti free kick that took the game to recess with Chiefs leading 2-1. After the restart, Matebele FC pushed hard for a leveler. That persistence paid off in the 62nd minute when substitute Luaro Masisi found the back of the net shortly after coming off the bench. His goal ensured both sides shared a point. This result marked the second consecutive draw for Mahosi, while Matebele FC registered their first draw of the season after 6 previous games. Matebele FC head coach Renelio Lesulanyani had this to say after the match.
It's a valid point for us because it's a reward of the good work that we've been doing since, but we have not been getting the points. And then coming here, playing with a very difficult team and getting a point, yeah, as much as we are a home team, but this point is important because of also we give respect where it's due. They are a big team. We are just a small team, obviously, and coming in such games and getting a point, it's a plus for us. I think it's our first 2 goals since I've started. It's the first point. We've been making our mistakes, obviously, and end up conceding silly goals, but it's work in progress.
In other Week 7 FNB Premiership games, Warapa United walloped Traffic FC 2-0. Sua Flamingos edged past Santa Green 2-1. BDF 11 defeated Police 11 2-0, while Black Lions stunned Extension Gunners 1-0 to record their second win of the season. Tsegofatso Malepa, PTV Sport, Gaborone.
The national athletics team continued to receive praises from all quarters as Orange Botswana showered the men's 4x400-meter relay team with a whopping 350,000 pula after their meteoric feat at the just-ended World Athletics Championships. The team comprising of Lizile Tabuho, Bayapondori Li Epi, Kolen Kibina Tipi, and Lungos coach will share 300,000 pula, while the coaches Chiluma Nsarang, Kibonyi Mudisa Musimanyana, Meleko Ndolo, and Johnson Kubisa will split the 50,000 pula reward. This gesture is a sign of Orange Botswana's commitment to athletics, having 200-meter Olympic gold medalist Lizile Tabuho as the brand ambassador and also having spotted in the competitions such as the Golden Grand Prix.
When athletes perform at this high level, it's an inspiration to a culture of discipline among the youth. You really set an example. And at Orange Botswana, we continue to invest in sports development because it's aligned in our vision of building a nation where excellence is a standard.
It is truly an inspiration to all and every Botswana child around. To every coach for the sacrifices you took behind the scenes to ensuring that the boys are ready to take up the stage, we are truly grateful. Sports has always been more than competition for us. It's a unifier, it's a team, it's an engine of economic growth. When the athletes succeed in the world stage, they don't only bring home medal, they also bring an opportunity for us to be victorious.
They are not only giving us this because we won. We've always been having a relationship with Orange, and I have a feeling that we are going to be continuing building, growing that relationship.
From the sports desk, that's all I had for you this hour until we meet again tomorrow. Now, back to Libile Samoka to remind us of our leading stories.
Elena Bereke Foundation of Spain held for reducing cataract surgery backlog. Government pledges to make a conducive environment for business to thrive. And in Francistown, public service officers gear up for independence celebrations. Well, that is all the news we had for you this Sabbath. Weather is up next.
Good evening, welcome to Nice Weather Forecast. I am Obeken Kaspar Matai. We're still having some showers of rain in the southern parts of our country, and the following are rainfall amounts recorded this morning at 8 a.m. 4 millimeters at Tsabon Prison 4, 3 millimeters at McCarthy's Rust Border Post, as well as in Boxspitz Agromet Station, 2 millimeters at Tsane Meteorological Station, 1 millimeter at Veda and Joining Meteorological Station. In Ngojani and Good Hope Meteorological Station, we recorded some drops. Now for the current satellite picture, clouds are still visible in most parts of our country, except in the eastern parts of our country and Chobe, where we are seeing some clear skies. On Sunday, in Kalahari, southern southeast Gauteng and Kwene, we're expecting cloudy conditions. But the rest of the country, partly cloudy conditions are expected, with isolated thunder showers in most parts of our country, except for Ngamiland and Chobe, where we are not expecting any precipitation. In the morning over southern southeast Gauteng, Kwene, southern central and northeast, mild temperatures are expected, ranging between 14 degrees Celsius in Francistown and Silibi Pigwe to 15 degrees Celsius in Gaborone and Joining. For Kalahari, Khanzi and northern central, we're expecting warm temperatures ranging from 16 degrees Celsius in Tsabong and Khanzi to 18 degrees Celsius in Letlhakane and Suapen. Over Chobe and Ngamiland, we're expecting some hot temperatures in the morning, ranging from 20 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, over Kalahari, southern southeast Gauteng and Kwene, we're expecting some mild temperatures, ranging from 25 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. Looking into Khanzi and southern central, warm temperatures are expected in the afternoon, ranging from 28 degrees Celsius in Ngojane to 32 degrees Celsius in Silibi Peak. But for northern central, we're expecting some hot temperatures of 35 degrees Celsius. Chobe and Ngamiland, we're expecting very hot temperatures in the afternoon, ranging from 36 degrees Celsius in Mount to 37 degrees Celsius in Kasan. Now for some cities in Sadek, over Manzini and Johannesburg, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions with some thunder showers. For Maseru and Kabeja, we're still expecting partly cloudy conditions, but with some showers of rain and some clear skies in Upington as well as in Cape Town. For Antananarivo, partly cloudy conditions are expected, and some clear skies in Beira, Harare, as well as in Windhoek. Looking into Dar es Salaam, Kinshasa, and Luanda, partly cloudy conditions are expected as well, but with some showers of rain in Kinshasa and some clear skies in Blantyre. That is all I had for you. Have yourself a good night.
Boipuso bo ba 59 years nna ke tla bo ke le mo lapeng ke tla bo ke bo ipelela ke le mo lapeng ha ke tla be ke se mo notaring ke tla be ke se mo maitisong ke tla be ke le mo motseng ya mme ke dumela gore Batswana ba ka tshwana le nna ba ka dira se ke se dirang e le go ka save matshelo a bone ka gore ba le bantsi ba te ba le mo ditseleng ba ira eng go bolanwa go tweng go ipelelo bopuso.